Okay. So my jacket's better because it's black. And black is the original colour.
I agree with you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Can't be like this. Can't be things like
You
this.
said the word black.
It's social.
Come talk about it with me, innit?
You're right, bro.
Get me? No, but the man them ducked out. No, we was having a good conversation. It was a good conversation. The man them ducked out. You get me?
I think my shoes is better than yours.
Content over everything.
Your shoes are better than mine.
Yes.
They might because they're probably warmer than mine right now. So I'm not going to disagree with that. I'm not going to disagree with that.
Talk about the word, how the word black is used.
Well, it depends, innit? We had this.
How do you view it? How do you view it?
I love the word, the colour black. Yeah, the word black is neither here nor there to me. The concept of black and how I've studied it in African tradition and the importance that we put towards it, I love.
Why is there an importance towards it?
Because in all cultures, you add symbolism and significance to your environment. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. And I would argue that there is not a culture that doesn't do that. Yeah. So when I studied many different African cultures, for example, in ancient Kemet, they have the Lord of the Perfect Black, which is Asa. Yeah. And so.
Was that right?
Long live Somalia.
Long live Somalia. Long live Somalia. Long live Somalia.
Long live Somalia. Was that right to do?
Was that right? Why would it be wrong? Why would it be wrong?
What I'm asking is, why do a lot of black people put a lot of importance on that word?
Oh, not only the word, you know, it's the concept behind it.
What's the concept?
Yeah, so we're speaking English, so we use the word black to describe the colour.
What's the
of
concept
black.
behind it, though?
The concept of black is power, is pride. Yeah. So we were taught to be.
But why don't we just say power? Why?
Because we were identified as black, we were taught to be ashamed of it. Yeah. So our phenotype, our skin color, our features, yeah, was described in this language as black. And as a result of oppression and enslavement, cultural genocide, yeah, racism, white supremacy, we were taught to be ashamed of these things. Hold on. So we say, all right, we're black and we're proud of that. And we affirm that pride and that dignity in the face of the people that were teaching us to be ashamed of it. Yeah? And so, go on. You had a question?
No, I was just trying to say, why would, I can understand where you're coming from.
Yes.
I mean, but how, that's become like a sort of forefront identity now for a lot of people.
Yeah,
like
no, but
they live on that sort of.
What's wrong with that? What is so if a people have a history and a culture that they live by, what is wrong with that?
Okay, would you agree with Sarah Garvey and Gary Google, the black supremacists?
So I don't know what you mean by black supremacy.
Like they say that black is the best. The first human was black.
Yeah, I agree that the first human was black.
Okay, no, I'm not disagreeing. Yeah. And he says that everything about black is superior than anybody else.
Yeah, that's the point I'm trying to make. Yeah, so I haven't heard my brother say what you're saying they said. So I'm not going to make.
Let's say hypothetically, if there are people like that.
Hold on.
If there are people like that,
I'm not going to make an assessment of that. What I do know is that in certain black circles there is a term that is black supremacy. Yes, you find that in certain idealisms of Rastafari where you find the term black supremacy. Yeah, what they mean by black supremacy is that we are supreme within ourselves. What we were fighting against was white supremacy that was imposing itself on us, and we say no. Blackness among us is supreme. Because we are black, we put supremacy in blackness. Yeah? This was not an oppressive agenda against anybody else. This was fighting against the oppression of other people. Now, you might not agree with the terminology, yeah, but the idea behind that statement is not that we want to oppress these people over here and we're better than this one and whatever.
So you mean
like that.
When that person calls himself that a black person is better than a white person?
Yeah, but I'm saying that I don't know that my brothers have said that. So unless I hear them say that, I hear the context.
No, but there are people like that.
Fine.
You just used black power and that as a resistance to what was happening to black people.
Yeah.
But that is not at the core of African culture. That's just a resistance.
No, well, all cultures have.
Saying stuff like black power is not African culture.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. From where?
Yes,
Where does it stem?
Because it stems from the
Does it stem from Africa?
Does it have to stem?
Yes, it has to stem from Africa.
Okay.
Yes.
So if the Africans who are taken from Africa, yeah, right, are oppressed in a foreign land, and as a result of that develop an ideology, yeah, called black power, yes, does it make it any less African because the Africans were not in Africa?
Yes, it does.
Why?
Because it's just part of a resistance what's it called, force.
So
got
was there
nothing to do with the core culture.
So was there resistance?
If I have a culture,
Was there resistance?
If I have a culture,
Yeah.
and you come into my home,
Yes.
and start probably killing me or whatever,
Yes.
and then you take me,
Yes.
that doesn't, my culture was there before that. African
course it does.
culture
Of course
existed before slavery.
Of course it did. Of course it did.
So it's got nothing to do with that.
No, but you can't say that. All right. Are you saying then
African culture was already cemented, is what I'm saying.
But no one's denying that. No one's denying that.
So
no one's denying that.
So why are you
No one's
adding
denying
that to the
But-
already formed African culture?
Why? Because culture is not stagnant. It evolves. Firstly. Secondly, we're dealing with the complete picture of the history and culture of the people. So if there are two brothers, let's say on the west coast of Africa, one is kidnapped and enslaved in the Americas. The other is in Africa. Are they no longer brothers?
They are.
Right. If this brother who's kidnapped and enslaved in the Americas
But they
has
could form
children,
different cultures.
have children, yeah. First of all, right, this brother, yeah, does he go to the Americas and suddenly he has no more culture? Does he carry his culture with him?
If he wants to,
If he wants to.
Yeah.
Okay. Now let's say he does.
he does.
Yeah. All right. Because that's what happened. We never just abandoned our cultures.
Or they did.
No, we didn't. And abandon is the wrong word. Our cultures were
So
suppressed.
why is it not there now in America? Why
But it is there now in America.
Where?
I'll come back to that in a second.
Sanaa.
But I'll come back to that in a second.
One guy.
I'll come back to that in a second.
All right.
I'll come back to that in a second. Let's do the first thing for a second.
Okay.
Yeah? If this brother has children in the Americas,
Yeah.
and this brother has children on the African continent,
Yeah.
are those children family?
Yes.
They're family, yes?
Yes.
Okay, now,
Connected by blood.
Huh?
Connected by blood. Yes,
Right,
yes.
yeah? And culture and all these kinds of things.
Depends if
Right?
they keep it.
If they keep it, right. Now, I'm saying, so if it's like I have to say this every week now, innit? But my family is from the Caribbean, yes? Jamaica and Antigua. In Jamaica, yeah, because I'm mostly like culturally associated with that side of the family, you'll find many African retentions, yeah? That people have carried their culture, they've kept it, even whilst it was being suppressed during slavery, they've held on to it, and you can still see it there. Now, obviously, because one is over here, it evolves differently. Just like the culture on the continent doesn't look exactly the same as it did 500 years ago. It's evolved, yeah? And has also been affected by colonialism and white supremacy, the same colonialism and white supremacy that was in the Caribbean. Yeah? Right. So, if the people them, yeah, over here, looking within their culture, develop a resistance culture out of their culture there, what makes it any less African than what's going on the continent? And also, the Africans on the continent also developed a resistance culture out of their culture. Yeah? So it's not like
What I'm trying to say to you is
Yeah.
this. I can understand that people resisted because they were told to feel ashamed of their skin color.
Right, and
So they resisted by saying, no, we are proud.
This is beautiful.
This is beautiful.
This is lovely.
Black
is beautiful. Black pride. What's wrong with that? These are beautiful concepts.
But what I'm trying to say now, it's gone into extremes now.
How? Who? Where?
I'm telling you. Let me
Where?
tell you
Go
how.
on, yeah, go on.
It's gone into extremes.
Yeah.
Now you have the concept of black businesses.
What's wrong with
And
that?
It's got
Why is that
nothing-
extreme?
Hold on, it's got nothing to do with the resistance.
But yes, it does.
No, what?
Yes, it does.
How?
Hold on.
How?
First of all,
Black, hold on, black this, black. So
Yes,
now,
yes,
hold
blackness,
on.
black,
So now,
yeah.
if other people start now, when you start, hold on,
Yeah.
when you start using the word black in other things that's got nothing to do with the resistance,
Yeah, but it does.
you leave
It all-
doors open for other races to do the same thing.
But they are already doing the same thing.
But-
and I don't have no problem with it.
Where?
First of all,
Show
explain
me
to me.
someone saying, let me open white businesses
explain
in
to
the
me.
UK. Show me.
Fam,
Where's someone
wait,
saying,
hold on,
let me
hold on.
open white
You-
businesses?
Can you understand the irony of you saying that in Marble Arch when Oxford Street is just around the corner?
But they don't go around saying it's white businesses.
They don't have to.
That's what I'm trying
They
to
don't
say.
have to.
Why are we
Hold on,
vocalizing
hold on.
it?
They
Why
don't
are we
have to.
vocalizing it?
That's the
thing.
But by implication, they're already doing it. If we were,
They're already doing what? They're not saying they only want to hire white people.
fam. Are you really being serious right
But
now?
yes,
Are you being serious right
I
now?
know, but there's black people.
Hold on.
Hold on.
Are you
Are you
serious right
saying?
now?
Are you? Hold on.
All right.
Hold on.
Let me
Are
ask
you
a
saying?
question.
Hold on. Are you
me
saying?
ask a
Hold on.
question.
Have you not heard people say, we want to hire? Okay, we want to open black businesses to serve our people.
Let me ask you.
Have you not heard black people say that?
Yes, I've said it myself.
Racist? Is that racist?
No, of course it's not.
So white people can do that too.
I wouldn't.
So white people
I
can
wouldn't
say
consider.
these jobs.
I would not consider it racist for a white person to want to hire white people in a job.
No way.
I would
you
not.
would go crazy. You've been.
I would not. I would not.
Wow.
All right,
Okay. I admire that.
I
admire
have a
that.
question. I have a question
No,
for you.
I admire your consistency.
I thank you for your admiration, but I have a question. What is extreme about that? You could use the word extreme, you know, and gave me the example of people
It
asking
is extreme.
to say black
Because you
businesses.
went from a
Why is that
resistance to
extreme?
putting the word black
Why
in
is that
everything.
extreme? Why is it? Hold on. Why is the idea of black business extreme?
Black what?
Black business. Why is the idea of black people
Because you don't
going
need
into
to-
business with each other being an extreme thing?
Because it doesn't need to include color.
Bro. Which part of London do you live? North London. Like Tottenham area?
Yeah, Edmonton.
Edmonton, all right? Do you have businesses in your like off license and them kind of things there?
Yeah.
Yeah? Who owns the businesses?
Asians, Somalis.
Right. Do they tend to employ people that are from their own culture?
Yes,
Do you think that's wrong, extreme, racist?
that's all right.
It's fine. So why is it when we say black business and we encourage, we see the examples of people doing this, you know? It's not like they're not doing it, you know? And we don't have a problem with them doing it. But when we say, well, why don't we own some businesses? And why don't we employ each other in our business?
But
Then
what
it
I'm
becomes
trying
extreme.
to, but what I'm
Why is
trying-
that extreme?
I'm telling you why, because you don't need to add because people are not vocalizing the word black.
Oh, so it's the vocalization.
It's the
of it.
vocalization.
Right. So let's say then, let's say then, yeah, that.
Say African.
But we do say African. We do say African.
No, because the word
We
black.
do say African.
There's no meaning in the word
We do
black.
say African.
There's no word.
So your
There's beef,
issue.
there's beef.
Yeah, there's been beef.
What I'm trying to say is this. What I'm trying to say is this. Instead of
Wait, no.
what I'm trying to say is this. Switch the word black to African.
Right.
African businesses. That makes sense.
I'm not.
Why are we giving power to the word black?
I am not going to disagree that we should use the word African.
Yeah.
I am a Pan-Africanist. Yeah.
Come on, stop this guy.
Yeah. This is ridiculous.
Turn the light. No, that's it. Leave it there. It's a joke, man.
This is ridiculous.
ShakaRa, you know what? I just wanted to talk to you.
I was thinking I was having the brother.
Yeah,
Where's the brother gone?
I don't know, there's like 2 cameras.
No, the brother that I was having a conversation with. Where's he gone? Boy.
No, it's on What?
Yo, content. This is ridiculous, fam.
Which one's that? What?
Yes, sir.
I'm good, you know.
I don't even know what happened. Like, but boy, this is ridiculous.
Plenty of chaos going on.
I'm not in no passa with nobody, fam. Where's the brother gone? I want to finish the conversation I was having with the brother.
What were you talking about?
He was challenging me on the use of the word black
Oh, okay.
and the extremism of using the word black. And it was a good conversation still.
What, so you think it's like, they say like Black Friday?
No, he was saying that we should use the word African instead of... When I got to the heart of his argument, he was saying we should use the word black, say African instead of black, but he attaches extremism to black, to the word black.
Okay.
And that's what I was probing. I said I use...
Extremism?
I said I use both, innit? You know what I mean?
What's going on over there?
Grown man them, you know?
I'm telling you.
Can't have a reasoning in that, like, and can't calm down. Like, it's going on for too long now, innit? It's time to stop.
Man's picking up. Where's the police?
It's time to stop, innit? Please go on, mate. Police them got wife and them thing, they get me.
Alright, let's carry on our convo.
Are they?
Yes, bro. I was looking for you.
So all I was saying is,
Yeah.
there's a lot of there's a lot of emphasis put on the word black.
Yeah, but you know why?
It has no
All right,
meaning. It has no meaning.
But I'm saying that it does have meaning, and it's been given meaning. For example, yeah. All right.
It's only black, and it's only Africans that do that.
Let me. No, it's not only. Well, you can't
You
say
don't see
that.
white people
You can't
saying
say
white
that.
businesses.
White people don't have to say. All right. Let me give you an example.
It just makes people look insecure. That's all I'm saying. Bro.
Let me give you an example, yeah, of what I'm talking about. If there is a sensibility,
Sensibility.
yeah, among white people that they do business with each other.
They do business with
Yeah,
each other.
this is they have a cultural
But
context.
they don't emphasize their skin color. That's the point I'm trying to make.
Hold on. They have a cultural context and a political context and an economic context whereby them doing business with each other makes white people doing business with each other the norm. Yeah? Let's say as African people, yeah?
I like that. African.
Right? Yeah, but this is my general terminology, yeah? We don't have that sensibility. Yeah, let's say that's the case, all right? So we're trying to create that sensibility right about now, yeah? In an environment whereby the main terminology that is used to refer to us and refer to ourselves is the term black, yeah? Like, so you might not think
We
it's
need to reverse that. That's what I'm trying to say.
fine, and there are many that would agree with you. I'm not offended by the term black. I don't think it's degrading. I don't think that
It's just to me, it's just
necessarily-
neutral. It doesn't.
But
doesn't.
all right, why? What is the superior? I personally, prefer the term African than black.
African, yeah.
Right? I'm not against the term black because I see the term black as an identification of how I look. Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with it. Right? There's nothing wrong with how I look. Yeah. So I don't see anything wrong with me looking at a brother who resembles me, and I can identify that we have a similar ancestry or culture or whatever experience.
But that's the obvious. But that's what I'm trying to say. Why are we stating the obvious?
Why not? Why not?
Because it's the obvious.
But it wasn't always obvious.
It is. I can see you're black. I can see you're black.
Fine. But the point is that, so, all right. So one example.
That's the point I'm trying to make.
One example, yeah. One example of how the term black becomes popular,
Yeah.
is in the 1960s, right? In America, when we were referred to as Negroes.
Negroes.
Yeah, that's how we were referred to.
Yeah.
As Negroes. Yeah. And so in the era of the 1960s, where they were raging the liberation movement, the Black Power movement emerges. Yeah. And so we're discarding the term Negro because we understand that it's a racist terminology, and we're seeing, because we were taught to be ashamed of how we look. Yes, we're seeing pride and dignity in our blackness, and often, and there's also an issue of identity because many of us in the Americas were taken away from a knowledge of who we were. But one of the things that we did in terms of affirming that identity was unify on the basis of our blackness, and our blackness became not just a phrase for how we look, but a culture. It was a cultural terminology as well. And so in that context, even in that context, some people were saying, well, we're not just black, we're African. Yeah? They didn't discard their Africanness, right? Some people were more on the black thing. Some people said, well, no, our blackness is merely an expression or a sign, a symbol of the fact that we're from the African continent. We're African.
But that's obvious.
Right?
That's what I'm trying to say.
Fine, but the point is that it's not always obvious to a people that are fighting against oppression, and a key aspect of their oppression was taking away their identity. Yeah, they're going through the process of rediscovering, redefining themselves. So they might use the term black, and the term black might be insufficient. It might be, but it had usage at this particular point in their development. Yeah, that's all it is. And so we might not have evolved out of that stage of development right about now.
I'm saying is, at the point of resistance, it made sense to use it. But now when you start putting in everything else,
are we not still resisting?
Where?
Are we not still resisting?
Resisting what? Where?
And if we're not resisting, we should be.
Yeah, but why should we resisting what? Racism?
We should be resisting not just racism in terms of the idea of racism, but how racism manifests in the oppression of black people. So
We can resist racism without putting the word black in everything. We can resist racism.
You're hung up on the word black.
No, I'm hung up.
Yeah?
A lot of people, not me. A lot of people are hung up on that word.
Right, fine.
Not me.
No, here I'm saying, because the word black here, right, as I said to you, it's a cultural and
It's evolved.
heritage identification. Yeah, it's designed, to allow us to identify with each other. There are some black people that
But
don't.
it's obvious.
There are some black people. It's not obvious. You know why?
If I saw you
If it was
walking on the
obvious-
road,
bro,
you think I wouldn't regard you as black?
Bro,
Of course I would.
You would.
Of course, 'cause I've got eyes.
You would, yeah. But there are many black people, that don't regard themselves as African, even though they are African.
No. You're not using African. Of
No.
course.
Hey, I'm saying. There are. If I speak to some black people, from the Caribbean, especially, and even in colonial times and that kind of thing, especially in colonial times, I said, we're African people, they would fight me down. Yeah? They would be ashamed of that. Yeah?
That's just insecurity, though.
It is insecurity. But some of those same people might actually be more comfortable at a certain point in their development with the term black.
Black, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That
In
might
the-
happen.
in the context
right?
you put
Hold
it
on.
in.
But
In
I'm
the
saying,
context
but
you
I'm
put it
saying,
in.
but I'm saying that that context has not ended. Yeah. So the idea, for example, of being confident, yeah, and affirming in how we look.
But that's
yeah?
the problem.
But we still have issues with that today.
The fact that it has no ending is the problem. Because,
But it does
because
have an
it was
ending.
only supposed to be used against the
It does have
people
a-
that were making people feel ashamed of their color.
It does have an ending though.
That's where it was supposed to stop.
But the ending comes.
That's where it was supposed to stop.
The ending comes the more we evolve the resistance, the more we evolve what it means to be free as regards to our identity. Yeah? So the term black to me is not a hindrance. Yeah? That's what I'm saying. I would much prefer that we get to the point whereby we use the term African more than we use the term black. Yeah?
Because it has more.
It has more meaning.
to
Yeah,
it,
it identifies us with land. You know what I'm saying?
Location, culture.
All those kinds of things.
Whereas black is just black.
Fine, but I'm saying that the way how the term is used is designed to do a similar thing. It's designed to identify heritage and culture. Yeah. Now we might agree that the term is insufficient, but what I'm trying to put forward is that my personal idea about the term shouldn't stop me from understanding why it was used and what people meant when they used it. They weren't just saying we're black as in color. They weren't just saying that. They were saying we're black as in color, we share a heritage, yeah, we share a culture, we were robbed of our culture, we have to redefine that culture, yeah? You know what I'm saying? Them kind of, all these things go into the term black. It's not just your skin color is the same as mine.
That, but it's just overused is what I'm saying.
It
It's
might
just
well be, bro. It
overused,
might
yeah.
well be. This is the journey of where we are at the moment. This is what I'm saying. But
How do we reverse it?
But we
Education,
don't
I guess.
have to reverse the idea of our blackness. What we have to do is evolve it into a greater understanding of our culture in general and attach it to a heritage, yeah, which is Africa as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
So there is nothing deficient about blackness that we have to evolve out of, yeah, because it's not deficient. It's beautiful to be who we are, to be made in the way that we are made. We don't have to evolve out of
But
it.
to
We don't have to look beyond it.
to put
yeah?
importance to something that's not to put such emphasis on something that's not really that
But
important.
what do you call putting emphasis on? Yeah, it's like saying
It's making everything black.
it's
Black
like
this,
saying-
black that, black
yeah.
this, black that.
Again, it's the
That's what I'm
terminology.
trying to say.
Again, it's a
You're overusing it. People
again,
overuse it.
It's a terminology that suits a particular context. Yeah. So there's nothing again wrong with for the purpose of identification at this moment in time, because there are many more people of African heritage, yeah, that might respond to the term black before they respond to the term African. So at the moment, we might say, well, for the sake of communication purposes, because there are some African people.
Salam.
Okay, you feel free to come in the conversation.
go on,
if you
I'm
want.
listening to you talk first, bro.
What's it called? Yeah. There are some people of African heritage who might deny their Africanness. They might do that. Yeah. Or just in the context of, in terms of unifying us at the moment or getting us on a similar page, yeah, the term black might be more identifiable to more people than the term African right now.
Right.
Me and you might agree, yeah, that African's where we want to get to, yeah, but not everybody's there yet. So right now, we'll use it interchangeably, yeah. Most people that use the term black, yeah, that are thinking on the African thing, use it interchangeably.
Yeah.
When they say black, they mean African, and when they say African, they mean black. Yeah. So it's not a thing
Negative thing.
No, it's not even a negative thing at all. And it's not a thing about overemphasis. The emphasis is designed to suit the condition that we're in. So we're talking about a situation whereby there's subjugation of our people. So we use the terminology to identify these people because we're trying to better ourselves. That's it. Yeah?
What's your ultimate goal, though, brother?
My ultimate goal.
Yeah, and for the people.
My ultimate goal is the liberation of Africa and all African people.
Why? And what's the significance of that?
The significance of it is the fact that we were oppressed.
But
Yeah.
I'm talking about significance, because obviously, I'm sure you're a person. You believe in God.
I believe in the Creator.
You believe in the Creator.
I'm saying it that way because I have a problem with the word God. But go ahead.
All right.
Yeah,
all right.
it's semantics, but yeah, go ahead. I'm saying it.
Because I'm just.
When you
can't-
answer this question, could you elucidate why you
Have a problem with the word God? Yeah.
Because what I find interesting is that is I understand, so first of all, the point that you made.
Yeah.
about the black people, etc., etc. But when the brother was mentioning a point about the overemphasis.
Yes.
From my standpoint, because obviously I'm a Muslim,
Yes.
and I feel the most important thing is to call the people to the worship of the one God.
Yes.
Because that's the thing that's gonna gain them ultimate
Yes.
success in a life after this, whether
Yes.
you believe that or not.
Yes.
But that's the belief.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't have a strong emphasis on the life.
Okay,
after, but
yeah. So, and to take them away from the greatest punishment,
Right.
which is the hellfire. This is what we believe, and all of this comes into the purpose
Right.
of why God created man.
Yes.
So from that standpoint, I'm trying to understand what is that ultimate importance
Yeah.
of the color thing. Because before I'll disclose something about myself.
Go ahead.
Before I was a Muslim,
Yeah.
I was what you might call a bit of a black nationalist. I
Yeah.
say a bit of a black nationalist.
I'm a black nationalist.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, go ahead. Go ahead.
And because for me personally, whether it's accepted or not, I feel a lot of this distracts black people
Yeah.
from that which is most important. Because one of the things I'm sure none of us can debate
Yeah.
is that we're going to die.
Yeah. Yeah.
And in Islam, what
Yes.
we're taught
Yes.
that there's a life after this.
Oh, yeah.
Which
yeah.
tells us it's the significance
Yeah.
of how we should live this life.
Right.
So the color thing,
Yeah.
I believe, is a distraction. Because
Okay.
what's happening with people, people are giving that more importance.
Yeah.
And I'll give you an example of why we don't believe this is the most important thing.
Yeah.
Let me give you an example. You believe in a creator, yeah?
Yes, sir.
Do you believe that the creator created you?
Yes, sir.
You believe that the creator created you,
Yes,
yeah?
sir. Yes, sir.
So now, do you not believe that you're supposed to serve this creator?
Yes.
How are you supposed to serve this creator?
By serving my community.
Right. So who has instructed you about to do it in this way?
My ancestors.
Where?
Where in
Yeah,
our
where?
culture, in the
No,
culture
but
we
where?
passed
But
down.
where is this? So you see what I'm trying to say to you?
Yeah.
It's not, bruv, not to try to. What's your name, by the way?
Shaka,
bro?
ShakaRa.
Shaka,
Yes.
Ibrahim. No,
Greetings.
it's not. Yeah, nice to meet you, brother.
Yes, sir.
It's not the, like to sort of like to catch you out. or
No,
anything,
I'm
yeah?
not feeling like
Because-
none of
no,
that,
No, that's just to clarify that.
Yes,
because
sir.
for us, the ultimate way
Yes.
is the final revelation sent to mankind, which is Islam.
Yes, sir.
And for us, we feel it's a duty upon us.
Yes,
if
sir.
we see
Yes, sir.
any people kind of deviating from that path,
Yes, sir.
we have to try to put them on that path. 'Cause
Yes, sir.
if I believe I'm upon good, I want good for you too.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
So this is why, as particularly being on that black tip,
Yes, sir.
I can see it was something
All right.
that,
Let me ask you a question, yeah?
Yeah.
Humbly, yeah?
yeah.
Are you particularly do you have any passions towards the state of the people in Palestine at the moment,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
And so do you believe that the state of Israel
Yes.
is an injustice
Yes.
to the people of Palestine?
Yes.
And the people of Palestine have a right to fight against the injustice that has been done to them.
Yes, that's
yeah?
correct.
Right. Does them
Unless-
fighting
any people who are in a similar position
have that right
as well.
And
yeah.
so they organize as Palestinians
Yes.
to overcome that oppressor.
Yes.
Does their act of doing that have any impact or any negative impact, should I say, or implications on them in the hereafter?
Doing this.
Yeah, fighting for the
I'll
liberation of
tell you- I'll
Palestine
tell you
in
what
this
it is.
life.
Right.
Yeah?
So watch me now. I'm gonna go back to the question, yeah.
Yes,
Because we as Muslims,
Yes.
the Islam that we wear Salafi,
yes,
like the brother like Shamsi, etc.
yes,
Yeah.
yes, sir.
Because we have because Islam
Yes,
we believe is perfect.
Yes.
And the Sunnah is a perfect way.
yes,
If we was advising our Palestinian brothers and sisters,
yes,
what we would advise them with
Yes.
is going back to the Quran and Sunnah.
Right.
Because the Prophet ﷺ said,
yes,
I've left behind two things.
Yeah.
If you hold on to them, you will never go astray.
right,
Plus,
yes,
Allah tells us in the Quran
yes,
the type of actions, if you do,
yes.
what would happen to you.
Right. So are you saying, though, like, by
Yeah.
implication, are you saying that what the Palestinians are suffering is the result of them not holding fast to the teachings of the Prophet?
Right.
That's what you're
So
saying?
what we do, this is what I'm saying to you, yeah, bro,
Yeah.
is this. This is what I'm saying to you, yeah?
Yeah.
And what I'm going to do, I'm going to base it upon the Quran.
No problem, sir.
And the reason why, just like in the Quran, Allah says about the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, "La yantiku anil hawa, in huwa illa wahyu yuha."
Yeah.
He does not speak from his desires. He speaks from revelation sent down.
Yes, sir.
So likewise, we have to do the same thing, because every oppression,
Yes.
every wrong that's going on in the world, we
Yes.
as Muslims believe
Yes.
we have the answer.
Right.
So if I was, let me give you another example, yeah?
Yeah.
Allah says in the Quran, yeah?
Yeah.
إِنَّ اللَّهَ لَا يُخَيِّرُ بِقَوْمٍ
Yeah.
حَتَّى يُخَيِّرُ مَا بِأَنفُسِهِمْ. Allah does not change the condition of a people until they change himself.
Right.
So if I profess that Islam is the correct way and the Sunnah is the correct way,
Yes, sir.
the best advice I
sir.
have to give
Yes, sir.
is based upon the Quran and Sunnah.
Okay, so
So,
apply
so,
this. Go on,
so
go on.
I'm going to apply this
Yeah.
to what you just said there,
Yes, sir.
yeah? So if we look, I'm going to give you two verses, yeah? That, let me just put on my glasses.
No problem, sir. No problem.
Because man get old now. let me just put on my glasses, yeah?
Yes, uncle. Yes, uncle.
Yeah, let me just put on my glasses.
I haven't forgot your question, you know.
Yeah. Let me just put on my glasses. Bro, so as a Muslim, to my brothers, my Palestinian brothers and sisters, yeah, I'm gonna give you two verses, yeah. So no, ayah number 55. Ayah number 55, and so these are the conditions. Yeah, look what Allah says. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Look at this. So Allah said, I'll give it in English. Allah has promised those amongst you who believe and do righteous deeds that He will certainly grant them succession
Yes.
to, and in the bracket said, this is the tough say,
Yeah.
the explanation, to the present rulers in the earth, as He granted it to those before them, that He will grant them the authority
Yeah.
to practice their religion, that which He has chosen for them, i.e. Islam,
Yeah.
and that He will surely
Yeah.
give them in exchange
Yeah.
a safe security after their provided, surely He will give them in exchange, yeah, a safe security after their fear.
Yeah.
Now this is the condition now.
Bro, go ahead.
Provided they worship me and they do not ascribe anything with me.
Right.
Right? So basically in that verse, Allah gives a condition
Yeah.
whereby a Muslim,
Yeah.
a people will be able to establish their authority in the land.
Right.
So what this verse is attached to
Yeah.
is the two most important things in Islam.
Yeah.
That you worship Allah
Yeah.
without ascribing partners with Him.
Yeah.
If you are doing this as a people,
Yeah.
Allah's telling us
So what?
that He will give you. So now,
What partners are the Palestinians describing with Allah while they're going through?
let me just give this
Yeah.
other verse, right, bro? Let me
Right.
just give you this other verse,
Go on.
right? And Allah says in the second, the last verse of this same is Surah Nur, Surah number 24, ayah number 63. Yeah, and let those who oppose the messengers, Muhammad's command, his legal ways, his sunnah, from amongst the section, be aware lest some fitna, afflictions, and this is the explanation. Yeah, earthquakes, being overpowered by tyrant rulers.
Right.
Yeah, or a painful torment before them.
Right.
So the thing is, yeah,
Say that again. What was the last bit?
you want me to read that last
The
bit
last,
again?
the last
Okay.
sentence.
Some rumours on something else.
Yeah, so what I'm just doing is just because you've just come in here, the brothers asked me about the situation of the Palestinian people, yeah? And I'm saying as a Muslim, because he asked me, have I got concern about this? Do they have the right to defend themselves, etc., etc.? And I'm saying absolutely yes, yeah? And you asked me, yeah, based upon what their situation is, yeah, about paradise.
No, yeah. So I'm saying
yeah.
that does them fighting for their liberation in the here and now, yes, affect their fate in the hereafter?
No, if a person,
Yeah.
a Muslim
Yes.
or a nation
Yes.
follows the Quran and the Sunnah,
Right.
yeah,
Yes.
according to those teachings, no,
Right.
of course it not will affect them. So, but
Right.
what I'm trying to tell you, the bigger picture is,
Yeah.
brother, what I'm trying to
Yeah.
tell you, the bigger picture is,
Yeah.
and if we can look at this throughout Islamic history,
Yeah.
yeah, that when you deviate from this correct path, we're told in the Quran, these are the things that could happen to you.
So what you're saying is that the Palestinians are suffering what they're suffering because they have deviated. Is that what you're saying?
What I'm saying here, right, bro? Do we know the practice of the Palestinian people?
What do you
Because
mean?
I'm saying
In relation to what?
in how they practice in terms of being
trade, financial stuff.
financial.
So basically, what you're saying,
type of worship.
they've deviated.
Because what I'm trying to say, what I'm trying to say,
Yeah.
not me, Ibrahim,
Yeah.
based upon the Quran and the Sunnah.
Yeah.
So it's the same way.
Yeah.
If I was to give, say someone said to me, Ibrahim, how would you advise the Palestinian people
Yeah.
to try to lift
Right.
this
So you're
fitna
saying.
that's upon them?
So let me clarify. Yeah. What you're saying is that the solution for the Palestinian people is basically to read the Quran and obey it. Yeah.
For every Muslim.
Right. For every Muslim. Right.
Yes.
So and you're saying that once. Right. So
Yeah,
yeah.
for everybody, but let's stick with the
Well,
Muslims
no,
for now.
yeah. No. Here I'm saying no.
Yes,
Because you're saying and to fight as well.
Yeah.
Right.
If you
Right.
need to, yes.
Right.
Yes.
So my only
Yes.
point is that
Yes.
in that sense, yeah.
Yeah.
Like so it's not just a matter of once they're obeying the Quran, yeah, in terms of worshipping Allah
Yes.
and not making no partners with Him,
Yep.
that Allah will just lift, yeah,
Yes.
the oppression from them.
Yes.
Yeah. It's that they have to do certain things.
That's right.
Right.
Because
They have to
can I
move.
kind of remind
Right.
you, bro? Because
Yeah.
remember what I said. Remember I said this verse here.
Yeah.
Because remember this. And
Yeah.
we have to understand this about Islam. Yeah.
Yeah.
The Prophet said, "Ad-dinu nasiha." He
Yeah.
said that religion is advice.
Right.
And he said to the common people,
Right.
to the rulers,
Right.
the deen is advice.
Right.
So therefore, you asked me about concern.
Yeah.
So if I've got the concern, the
Yeah.
best thing that I can do
right.
is to tell my people,
Right.
the Muslims, what will lift this from them. And Allah
Right.
says in the Quran,
Yes.
إِنَّ اللَّهَ لَا يُخَيِّرُ بِقَوْمٍ
Yeah.
حَتَّى يُخَيِّرُ مَا بِأَنفُسِهِم. Allah will not change
Yes.
a condition of the people until they
Yes.
change themselves.
And
And-
so the point
Yes,
is,
bruv,
yeah,
of
the
course,
point
of
is,
course.
yeah, right, that in teaching what you termed as black nationalism, yeah,
Yes.
what we are trying to do
Yes.
is get our people to change our condition.
Right.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
That's what it is.
Right.
Yeah. So the emphasis is on the fact that there is oppression.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Our primary concern in this moment in time, because we cannot manifest the best of ourselves.
Yes.
While we are while we remain in a state of
Yes.
oppression.
Yes.
Yeah. So the idea is that we have to remove this state of oppression from our shoulders. That's all it is.
See,
Yeah?
whereas I understand that. Whereas
Right.
Islamically, what it happens when it comes to sort of like sins, when it comes to certain type of deeds of good deeds, etc.,
Yes.
and what's important and
Yes.
what's not so important, etc. Yeah,
Yes.
there's gradings in it.
Okay.
There's ways that you can rank certain things in terms of the
And you're
importance.
saying that the hereafter is more important than the
Yes,
here
of
and now.
course, bro,
Right.
'cause-
And I'm saying that,
Yeah.
that as according to
Your faith.
Yeah, I'm an African spiritualist.
Okay.
The here and now,
Yes.
yeah, is just as important as the hereafter.
Fair
Yeah,
enough.
we don't have a distinction.
Could we
Yeah,
even say it's more important?
Sorry.
you could say it's more important
There is the reason I say that.
in this particular dispensation of time. So that the fact that I am having a spiritual experience.
Yes.
Yeah, the primacy is on me preparing for whatever comes after this, as I am now.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? So, and why I say my ancestors, in terms of the teachings, yeah, is because of the fact that it's communal. The understanding is that the fact that we're part of a community, we're part of a family.
Yes.
Yeah, right. And
Okay.
so ancestors remain a part of the community, a part of the family. We
How, because you know what it is.
Yeah.
I want to try to understand.
yes,
yeah?
yes.
But the thing about ancestors, yeah, they've
Yeah.
passed away.
Yeah, they have. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
when you say they
Yeah.
are part of the family,
Yeah, because
what role?
if
what,
my mother,
what,
if
what
my
role,
mother, if my
what
mother,
role do they play?
yeah,
They still speak to us.
yeah, like so.
Some of us can actually say that our ancestors speak to us.
But
So you're saying they're
do you know
dead,
what?
but they still
Do
speak.
you know-
Dead is a relative term.
Exactly.
We're talking
Yeah,
No, but when you say
Relative.
relative, but when you say relative,
Yeah.
see what I'm trying to, I want to simplify it.
Yeah, you know.
How we normally understand is dead, yeah?
there's two ways.
Is that the person, because Islamically,
The physical is no longer existing.
Reality.
Yeah,
We're talking
Yeah.
about
the physical is no longer existing.
Sorry?
The physical the physical
Yeah.
Yeah.
is no longer living
yeah,
on
it's-
this plane.
yeah, yes.
Right. That's what that means. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Now, there's two things in that. Yeah. There's one which is what the brother is saying on a spiritual level.
Yeah.
There are people. Yeah.
Yeah.
That are said to communicate or access the spirits. Yeah. That's which is not dead.
spirits,
so
yeah,
this
go on.
this misnomer of speaking to dead ancestors,
Yeah.
is actually a misnomer. It doesn't actually define what is being said. Yeah, because
But
you
how
don't,
do you- but how
because
do
you
you
don't
determine?
commit, because you
But how
don't,
do you
because you
determine?
don't. Fine,
But that's
but
purely
that's a,
subjective,
that's
though.
a,
Can I come
yeah,
in?
Yeah, but
yeah,
how do you
yeah.
determine?
One sec.
Yeah,
Right,
go on.
after this statement, yeah,
Yeah.
that's a to go into that is a different science. Yeah, let's not deal with that, right? Because to have it's like asking you, how do you make a microchip? Do you know what I'm saying?
It's not the
No,
same.
it is.
bro.
It is.
It's
Hold on.
not the
No,
same.
because to say
Because I don't believe that
no,
dead
to ask
people
me,
speak.
yeah,
and
fine.
communicate with people.
But I've already said.
No, but I'm basing-
No,
it's not just-
and I would
I'm
agree.
basing- I'm basing
I
it
would,
on
I
my
would,
faith.
but I would agree, yeah,
Yes.
that
Oh.
dead people don't speak. I'd agree with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't
What
feel
is
that-
dead
and I-
don't speak.
And I don't
I'd
believe
agree with
they
that.
communicate with
Right.
people in any way whatsoever.
Fine.
Right, but okay.
According to your faith, that's fine, and I respect that. Yeah. But I'm saying that but ancestors
Yeah.
in our tradition,
Yes.
yeah, is not just about communicating with those who are departed.
Okay.
Right? There is a role that people play, yeah? Eldership plays before one becomes an ancestor in terms of preservation of culture and them kind of things there, modalities, spirituality, and these kinds of things. So the point is that in a society that is based upon communal living, the perfection of the self, yeah, comes through my association, yeah, with that community, with that family. Because I'm not an individual in and of myself. I'm part of a community. Yeah, and so within my responsibilities
But
to
you
that
are
community.
individual. You're individual.
No.
part of-
I am because we are, and since we
What do you
are,
mean? But let's break
I
these
am-
terms down. But no one is. So sometimes people use a lot of terms.
yeah, umuntu,
what we do-
ungumuntu, ungabantu. I am a person is a person because there are people.
Yeah, that's right.
There is no individual that is born in and of themselves separate from a mother and a father. Yeah. A
Yeah, but no one-
grandparents.
we don't disagree with that.
So
in that
a person,
context.
so a person
Yeah.
is a person
Yeah.
because there are people. People
No,
come together
all right,
to
let-
make
let-
people.
Let's stop.
Yeah?
Let's stop. Let's break this down.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Because we might be agreeing, but we can just move on. Because I'm still
sorry, I
interested.
yeah, I want to get
Because I'm still
yeah, I don't want to
interested
the brother.
in
Yeah.
the communication by the ancestor.
Yeah.
That,
Yeah.
brother, it's not an issue.
Yeah.
I'm an individual.
Yes.
But I am part of a family.
Yes.
Etc.
Yes.
This is not a problem.
Yes. But no,
But-
what I was trying to explain
Yeah.
was the idea of communal living in terms of how one determines, yeah, what is correct and what is supposed to happen, or how one develops oneself right now for the hereafter, whatever that is.
Yes.
And I'm saying that the idea is that, for example, in Ifa tradition, yeah, which is Yoruba religion, yeah, the concept is Iwapele, yeah,
Iwapele.
which is balanced character.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you attain balanced character
Yeah.
through your association with your community. There is no.
And who
I mean,
has come up with this concept?
who has come up with the concept?
Yeah.
The Ifa ancestors through the inspiration from the Creator and the Divine.
Where is this written? Is because you see,
In the-
the
in
reason
the-
why I'm asking
Yeah,
you,
yeah,
the
go
reason why
on.
I'm asking
It's
you,
written
this,
in
yeah?
nature.
No, but see, this is the
It
thing.
doesn't need to be written.
It's,
No.
But it is written. It happens to be written in the older Ifa.
Allah or God doesn't write.
Right, let me explain something to you.
man
Bro.
does.
What I'm trying to explain to you,
Yeah.
because when it comes to discussing these type of issues,
Yeah.
sometimes, obviously, people have subjective and objective.
You're saying it's
positions.
subjective. Let me tell you why it's not subjective. Yeah.
Because you know
Yeah.
why, bro? Because obviously,
Yeah.
I don't want to be a hypocrite to my faith.
No, that's fine. I'm not asking you to be.
Because my faith is my criteria. Because if
Yeah.
somebody asks me, why do you hold what you hold?
Yes.
This is my criteria.
Yes.
So what I'm trying to say to you is,
Yes.
just because there's only one God,
Yes.
even if people believe there's thousands of different gods,
Yeah.
we truly know there's only one creator.
Yes.
Yeah, there's only one God, yeah?
And I would
we
agree with you on the
believe-
oneness of
It's better
God.
you guys say. It's better you say you believe that.
Yeah.
Of course we do, we believe. We believe.
Yeah.
Because when you say it's like it's a definite.
It is definite.
No,
it
no,
is
no.
definite.
No.
And
we
yeah,
are definite. We here are definite. We exist. It's
No, hold on,
debatable.
1 second, bro.
It's debatable about God.
What, God's
Because-
existence?
Hold on.
All right.
The reason it's debatable about
Tell
God
me what is
is
debatable
because-
first, bro. First, tell me what we are saying is debatable,
wait.
so I can
Are
understand.
there people called atheists?
Yes.
Don't believe in God?
Yes. Yes.
Right. Can somebody who's an atheist say they don't believe you exist? Can they say that?
No.
Right. That's
Right.
the what I'm talking about.
Meaning, so you're so right.
You
So,
definitely exist. He definitely exists.
so
he
God
exists, he
definitely exists as well.
That's a,
And-
But can I
that's a matter
qualify?
of opinion.
You go
That's
ahead.
why-
Qualify
That's
it,
why
though.
we talk about the hereafter.
No, but so can I qualify
As
it, though?
opposed to the here
allow me
and
to
now.
qualify.
Go qualify.
Please
qualify,
allow me
qualify.
to qualify.
Qualify. Go ahead.
Please allow me to qualify.
Yes, sir.
So basically, what you've just said there, whether you accept it or not, is more or less the scientific standpoint. That's what it is. Shall I tell you why it is? With all due
try.
respect,
You
because
can try.
I'll tell you why. You get science is seeing is believing, right? Do we? That's
I hear that.
science,
Yeah, I hear what you're saying.
And
I
I'll
hear
give
what
you
you're
proof. What you've just
saying.
demonstrated. What you've just demonstrated on me now
Yeah.
is a scientific way. Because you said to me,
Seeing is believing,
can
yeah.
a scientist, can an atheist
Say that. Yeah.
say that I don't exist?
Right.
The answer is no, because they can physically see me.
Yes.
But with God, they can't see
See,
God.
yes,
Right.
yes.
So that is a scientific view.
All right.
Right. So now I'm trying to say why we can definitely say God exists. Yeah.
Yes.
Is basically looking at us because
Right.
Allah created somebody, one who creates.
Yes.
Right.
Is a creator. Yes.
Is a creator.
Right. Yeah.
How can
But
it be an assumption?
Let me say
So these
something.
glasses,
Why
you
isn't
just-
it assumption?
how
Let
can-
me
can I ask you something, but you know these glasses. Can I just? But let me just. But you know this. Can I?
He's saying that, oh, well, then the creator must have created us.
But
I could say it's an alien that
there's
created
a sense,
but you've got-
but the alien will be a creator though.
You see what I'm
Because we're
saying?
all creators, you know.
Yeah, but he's
Yeah.
not.
Then
No,
we're
but
all-
listen, no, he's
but
not
there
the
is the creator, right?
Yeah.
Now,
Because my point in that point, brother,
Yeah.
just to make
Yeah,
it clear,
yeah,
yeah,
go.
when you interject with all due respect, brother, is that I'm saying I believe God exists with certainty.
Right, cool.
I haven't got no doubt.
Cool.
Yeah,
Right
I mean,
now,
I
let
don't-
me.
That was never the problem.
Okay.
What I was saying is
Yeah.
when people say God definitely exists,
Yes.
obviously it's not definite.
It is
because-
definite though.
Because there's people that don't believe God
I
exists.
know, but that's-
so it's
you-
not a definite.
No, but
What- what he's
your
saying is-
existence is definite.
What-
Yeah. So, but in answer to that,
and what I was adding
Okay,
to that
yes,
was
okay.
that is why it's not a given
Yes.
about the hereafter. The here and now does exist.
That's
we all
so.
agree.
What his argument is that in terms of what's more important.
scientific
Yeah.
view.
He's
Oh,
no, but
okay,
no, but
you
he's
wish to
no, but he's no,
qualify.
but he's.
no, bro,
That's
he's
up to
old.
you.
But
I
he's-
gave you the example.
No, but I get what the brother's saying. I get what the brother's saying.
I get what he's saying.
Yeah, he's saying
But
because
my
you said that the
faith
hereafter
is
is more
not
important
a
than now.
I
blind
don't have a
faith.
problem with your faith, but
Yeah.
what I'm saying, why I
Yes.
say it's not a definite,
Yes.
is no one can argue on planet Earth that you exist.
Of course.
But there's people that would argue on planet Earth that God exists. That's
Right.
all I'm saying.
That's fine. So I'm gonna.
That's
But-
all
but-
I'm
but-
saying.
but let me ask- Yeah, go,
Fair
sir,
enough.
go.
But what I'm saying, no,
Yeah.
it's fine. But what I'm
Go
trying to
ahead.
say to you,
Yeah.
I hear that.
Yes, sir.
But what I'm trying to say to you, based upon the fact that created things
Yes,
have a
have creator.
creator,
Yes,
so
yes,
that's
yes.
definite.
Yes, man, hear
So
that.
therefore,
And
God's
I-
existence is definite.
we might
Yes.
disagree
Yes.
on what that is.
Yes.
But the principle that you stated, I don't disagree with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
But and this is gonna ask. This is
Yeah,
your
yeah.
gonna answer your question now.
Yeah.
In the sense of the reason why I stay away from using the word God,
God, okay.
is because of the associations with that being. Yeah, as it has been traditionally taught to us, yeah, and I don't necessarily identify with this thing, yeah,
Okay.
that people call God. I have no problem with the identity of the creator. I more prefer it as a creative life force, yeah. There is an intelligence that is governing this universe, yeah, because we can understand that the universe is governed by predictable laws, yeah. There's an intelligence, yeah.
Are they predictable?
Yeah. Like so, for example, we have, for the most part, and we might not understand it completely, but there are things that we can understand. For example, that at this time of the day, yeah, we know it's going to be dark.
Yeah, I know. I know
Right?
where it's coming from.
Just
I
what
know
I'm
where
saying,
you're coming from.
right? You know what I
I know
mean?
where you're coming
So
from.
there's springs.
Yeah.
Observe stuff and say
We
this is a
understand.
pattern,
So we
can see
yeah,
a pattern.
exactly.
Yes.
Right. So I'm saying that to me, yeah, the creator reveals him herself. I don't believe that it's just a him thing.
It's a she.
It's a him her. Yeah.
No,
because
What
God,
is it as a
see, this is
thing
hold
or
on.
is it a known thing?
so,
you know why I say that? You know why I say
Right.
that? Because life, yeah, is the result of the combination of masculine and feminine principles. There is
Yeah.
no life, yeah, no life that we know of that is created as a result of one of those principles. It's both of those principles.
No, I don't hold this. Islamically, we don't hold this. Yeah, Islamically, we don't hold this.
There is no life.
No.
You
Right.
tell me what life on the
So can I
planet
explain to
Earth.
you? So can I explain
In
to
the
you?
universe,
All right, can I explain?
is
Can I
governed-
explain?
go on.
Can I explain? Yeah. So originally,
I've not heard that one.
I hear what the man said. Yeah. I hear what you said, right, bro. But this is what we understand in Islam.
Yes, sir.
Allah created Adam with his own hands. That's
Yes,
the
sir.
description.
Yes, sir.
So there was no female involved. So
In-
from the
in-
Islamic faith.
Then we couldn't have come
Hold on,
into
hold on, no,
existence.
wait,
hold
you
on,
said,
hold on,
bro,
hold on. Let me finish. Let me
bro,
let me just finish.
but I have a son, yeah. I have a son, yeah.
Yeah.
I have a son.
Right.
All right. I'm a man,
Right.
you know. I have a son.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
My son is a male.
Yes.
Yeah. But in his creation, there was definitely a female involved.
That's right.
I
So,
was
brother,
there.
so what I'm
And we had
saying
a
to
good
you,
time creating
that's
it.
fine.
Yeah?
No, but so let's
Yeah.
get back. Let's get serious. That's fine.
Yeah. So
This is. But I'm explaining to
Yeah.
you based upon what you said. Generally, that's understood. But I'm
Yeah.
saying Islamically,
Yes.
Allah has
Yes.
informed us
Yes.
in the Quran,
Yes.
on the tongue of the Prophet, peace be upon him,
Yes.
that he created Adam
Yes.
with his own hands. There was no
But
female.
what-
Because and not only that, can I bring another thing?
Hold on.
And can I bring another point there, bro?
Yeah, go on.
In Islam,
Yes.
we hold that Allah
Yes.
is able to do all things, because he says وَهُوَ عَلَى كُلِّ شَيْءٍ قَدِيرٌ,
Yeah.
and he's able to do all things. So the idea that Allah created Adam with his hands and there was no female
Yes.
is easy, because
Hold
God
on.
is able to do everything.
Why did he need Mary to have Jesus? Why didn't he
This-
just create Jesus
Right.
out of his bare
Bro,
hands
you know what?
and make him
There's
God?
another. Can I explain? No, yeah, no, that's fine.
No, but
let me answer this question. Let me answer this question.
I can explain it to you.
Let me just answer this question.
Let's get back to the topic now. So I don't really know
I
who
can.
that
No, I can answer the brother's question.
listen.
No.
Let him explain.
It's a sad. It is a sad issue, but I'm
Yeah,
not going
but
to go.
let-
Yeah.
listen to the
What needed, yeah? He's saying God can just be a gender.
He's able to do all things. What I'm trying to say to you,
Male, female,
right?
masculine,
Let me explain
feminine.
something to you.
I hear you.
Aren't the
With
same.
God,
Nah, I hear you.
Allah,
I get where you're going.
Like, it's
Somali Majesty.
Majesty.
Somali kind around here. You get me?
Before we get into the reasoning, and
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Shaka Zulu, see you a lot of times.
I didn't know you were coming from
And he does what he
I give
wills.
thanks. I give
He
thanks.
decided that is the way
I like that
Jesus is
fact
going to
that
be
you
my
guys-
opinion. Bro, do you agree with my opinion?
No, I get you.
My
I get
opinion
from where you're
what
coming from.
you said,
Yeah.
I don't believe it's a male and female.
So we're just saying we don't know why he did it.
I'm not going to disagree with that. I think there's a
The reason
yes.
I'm saying it, I had a dream.
Yes.
No, it's not like
And it's female. But that's not
Sorry,
the
bro.
reason.
Yes, you staying? Are you going now? Are you going now?
No, I mean, you can continue talking if you want, bro. I'm not talking to you.
Yeah.
So what I was saying, right, bro,
Yes,
is
sir.
that obviously we, as Muslims,
Yeah.
our duty is that they call the people to worship upon God.
Let
If we believe, yeah, go on.
me say this masculine feminine thing, because I'm not
Yeah, the
questioning
feminine
it,
thing, yeah, okay.
because I'm not adherent to the idea that Adam is the first man.
That's
but,
fine.
but I respect that. That's what your thing is.
Yep.
My thing is not necessarily the gender of Adam.
Yeah.
But I'm saying that, and it's not even the gender of God. I am saying that whatever the creator is a combination of masculine and feminine life force.
That's what
Because
you said.
all
Where
life-
is this coming from,
Funny
though?
Yeah,
enough, I more agree
but
with
fine.
you on
Where's the idea come from?
Yeah.
That all right. First of all, do you assign
Just way different.
yeah
Yeah. Me.
a gender specification to Allah?
How does
No.
that work?
So Allah is not.
Can I explain to you?
Right.
In Islam,
Yes.
in Islam, in Arabic,
Yes.
everything
Yes.
is described
Yes.
in a male or female way.
Right.
But it doesn't necessarily mean.
Right.
Let me explain.
Right.
Let me explain. Yeah, you understand? Everything is described as male or female. So when we say Allah,
Yes.
it's a masculine term, but that doesn't mean
Right.
that doesn't mean
Right.
he's male. Just like a
Right.
table. If I say kitab,
Right. So
yeah,
what's
the
wrong with me
table-
saying he she then? What's wrong with me saying he?
But the point is, we don't have no evidence or criteria for this.
Right, but
And
you-
Islamic, can I say
but-
something,
but
bro?
I do, though.
Allah says about himself.
Yeah.
Allah says about himself.
But how do you- but you say he.
Can I just say something?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I've just said to you.
Yeah.
I've just said to you.
Yeah.
First of all, let me just mention this first.
Yeah.
Allah says, yeah. Laysa about himself. Laysa kamithlihi shay'un
Yeah.
wa huwa as-sami'ul basir.
Yes.
There is, and this is literal.
Yes.
There is nothing like unto him.
Yes. Yeah.
He is the all-hearer, the all-seer.
Yes.
So what I'm saying, Allah
Yes.
has decided, sorry Shams, Allah has decided
Yes.
to describe himself
Yes.
in a masculine term, but that we cannot now say
Yeah.
that Allah is male, because the Prophet peace upon him,
Yeah.
or female,
Right.
because the Prophet peace upon him
Yes.
never told us this, because
Allah clearly
Islamically
said there's nothing like unto him.
there's nothing unto him.
Yeah.
Do you
But
understand?
hold on. Hear what I said though.
Yeah.
I didn't say that the creator is male or female. You know. We're using language. Yes.
Bruv,
Hold on.
Where's the
What-
assumption
You
from
did
that?
say
Hold on.
that.
Listen, you come. Yeah. It's gone different places.
It's evolved. Yeah, evolved.
Right. What I said was, I'm using we're using language.
Yes.
Yeah. So when I speak about the creator,
Yes.
I speak in he, she.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's what you said.
Hold
He,
on.
she.
Because all life that we know is created through the combination of masculine and feminine principles.
I disagree with this because
Right.
Adam alayhi salam, because what he's saying in this dunya, generally we understand this.
Come take over everything from your man, say it straight. Man, don't listen to BBC. Man, don't listen to ITV.
Right.
Adam alayhi salam, because what he's saying in this dunya, generally we understand this, that male and female. But what I'm trying to say to you, I don't.
Not just men and female.
Yeah.
Evil and
Right, but I'm trying to say something.
the point here is what we have to understand the foundation.
Yeah.
That in order for us to speak about creator,
Yes.
we cannot just like do guesswork.
Yes.
But I'm not guessing. There's no guesswork about it.
So where you getting that from? That you refer